So I just recorded a video, and it was actually one of the funnest things I've done in a long time. So I'm going to record another one. This time I'm going to talk about something that is very close to my heart. Quiet people. Because I'm one of them. And I honestly feel like us quiet people are a bit misunderstood because we don't say a lot in public. So, if you want to get to know and get inside the mind of someone who isn't always just yakking, I think you should listen to this video. So the first thing you need to do, or know, is that we don't think that you need to hear everything we have to think. Because how many times have you heard somebody say something and you're like, did they really need to say that? Was that really necessary? Us quiet people, we're like that, but we filter ourselves a lot more. Like, constant. It's just like, should I say this? No, I shouldn't say that. I mean, why should I say that? Nobody's gonna care. I guess the quietness could also come out of maybe being uncomfortable in certain situations. It's also about being shy. I mean, if you're just not, like, if you're there in a room with people who you just don't know and you're not sure how things are going to turn out, you just might not talk. And that's what I often end up doing. And I know it's not good. I know you end up penning up a bunch of things, but if you're in a room with people who you're not sure if they'll get you, you're not going to say anything. Another reason why someone may be quiet is because they're tired and they don't feel like talking. For some people, it takes a lot of energy just to produce words. I mean, I've often felt that way. When I'm tired, I'm just like, ugh, go away. Leave me alone. I don't want to talk to you. It can be like that for some people all the time. And they should get more sleep. I've been trying to work on more sleep lately. I'm not sure if it's exactly been happening, but it's finals time, so you know. Study, study, study. Yeah. And another thing you need to know about quiet people, just because they're quiet doesn't mean there's nothing going on in their mind. I am a super big overthinker. Like, seriously, I will think about something 20 times that doesn't even need to be thought about. I'm always just analyzing the world and all this stuff that isn't really necessary. So it could come out of that too. And if you're always thinking, it can be really hard to just get out of that whole thinking pattern and bring it out to words. And then there's also the negative thing. You could be in a room full of people, and they could be talking about, like, something you just don't care about. And you don't want to be rude. You're not just going to go up to them and say, "You are so boring. I don't care. Can we talk about something else?" Instead, you might just be like, "Well, I have nothing good to say, so I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm not going to offend anyone." I've done that a lot. But, you know, us quiet people, we should try and get more out there. Because usually, we're the people who have, like, some really interesting views about life. Just things that other people who are always talking wouldn't exactly say. So, we should try and every once in a while just try and break out of our shell and just say something, you know? Because the thing about is, when quiet people talk, everybody listens. Like, the whole class just goes silent. Like, oh my gosh, she just said something. And she just gave an opinion about something. Because the other thing about quiet people is you don't know anything about them usually. Unless they're like one of those people who used to be really loud, but then they just like something tragic happened in their life. I'm not really talking about those people. I'm just talking about people who naturally don't say stuff. Yeah. I mean, not all of us are going to be comfortable in a room with a whole bunch of people. It's just like constant pressure. Everyone's thinking about what you're saying, and you don't want to mess up or say something stupid. I know that's how I feel a lot. And then you ask for advice from other people. You're all like, how can I break out of my shell? And they're all like, just be yourself. Be more outgoing. Well, how can I be more outgoing without... How can you just be outgoing? And the thing is, what we really need to do is we have to let go of the fear. And we have to say, you know what? Some people may want to hear what we have to say, and there's nothing wrong with what we have to say. We're all entitled to an opinion. And also there's some people who you just can't talk to because you always mess up. You just say the stupidest things. Well, of course that can happen with, like, guys. If you like them, you're just like, oh, I'm not going to say anything to them because I'm going to say something stupid again. So it's just easier to just remain silent and have nobody know anything about you so then they can't make a judgment about you. But that's wrong, because then they'll probably just be like, oh, she's stuck up. She doesn't like any of us. She doesn't want to talk to any of us. She thinks she's better than us. I certainly don't feel that way. In fact, sometimes I feel the exact opposite way. I'll just be like, all these people are so cool, and I am such a dweeb. Oh my gosh. I don't want to say anything. So, I mean, us quiet people are really misunderstood. Like, we just have a different way of doing things. We don't always want to say something. But usually, like, us quiet people, when you get home, we're just like, blah, 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 blah. So, yeah. I hope if you don't, like, know what quiet people are thinking, now you have a better insight about that. And I hope this video wasn't boring as heck. If it was boring, you should have just skipped it. If I make a boring video, don't watch it. Don't waste your time. And if you like my video, go ahead and watch it. Yeah, for sure. I mean, not everyone you subscribe to is gonna hold your attention. And if they don't hold your attention for a video, don't watch it. Yeah, okay. I think that's enough of random rambling about shy, quiet people. Yeah. And then there's also the thing about social anxiety. I think I might have that, but I'm not exactly sure. It's where you're, like, anxious in public. You just start sweating and start feeling just scared. So, yeah. Not all shy people and not all quiet people. They're not all bad people, and they don't think bad things about you. They're just unsure of themselves, or they just don't really have anything in common with you. So, I hope you took away something from this video. I'm gonna go eat dinner. Peace out.